Hello, hello. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. Welcome to the channel. Today we are talking about stop checking the 3D and why it is slowing down and preventing you from manifesting your SP or whatever you desire. But before we jump into it, I want to remind you there are two ways to work with me. Both of those ways are listed below, as well as the links. And there are two communities of like-minded individuals that are on this manifestation journey. Those links are also listed below. So today I just wanted to get on here briefly. It's the start of the week. It's the start of a new season. It's the start of a new moment. I think that is how it is every day. But I wanted to talk about stop reacting to the 3D. Stop reacting to the reality that you see in front of your eyes. And I wanted to just quickly remind you, because many of you, in fact, all of us, are always in process of manifesting something, right? So we're always going to be, especially if we're on this journey and we've kind of already manifested things, so we know that it works. We know that we're always building our manifestation muscles. We're always building our belief. We're always going to be in process to getting something, to making a desire manifest. So we're always in process. And so when we react to the 3D, when we keep checking the 3D, we are essentially giving our power away. We are giving our power away. In fact, we are then shifting into the mode of disbelief, because we know that the 3D isn't real. The 3D is a projection of our minds, our mindsets, our mind states, our thoughts and our beliefs about ourselves, as well as about how the reality gets to work for us. So when you keep checking the 3D, you're essentially saying to yourself, I don't believe in me. I don't believe that I can make this happen. I don't believe that this is going to happen. I don't believe, or I don't think this is going to work for me. I don't think that I'm the operant power in my reality. I don't think that I can do this. And so when you keep checking, what are you doing? You're reinforcing that belief about yourself and about how things get to work out for you. That's why I stress that you need to really focus on working on you, creating this strong inner world, this strong mindset about the things that you want to have in the way that you want to have them. Not saying, as we know, manifestations often show up a little bit different than how we want them. And I always say God is always showing off. I'll ask for one thing and then God will give me so much more. The 5D, whatever that is for you, God for me, always shows up and shows out. So there's always room for that. But when we focus more on what's going on in our 4D, our imagination, our mind, and stop checking the 3D, stop checking the reality in front of us, we're basically saying, we know that it's happening. I know that I'm getting what I want. It's like when you place an order at a restaurant, you know that the food is coming. You don't have to keep checking and looking and seeing if it's actually being made. You know that it's coming. Everything else that you've manifested in your life, you know that when you do your part, the thing comes. By you continuing to check, you're building your disbelief. You're actually saying to yourself, I don't believe it's coming. I need to check the 3D. Because here's my last point, because today is a short video. My last point is that you're never going to miss it. You're not going to miss the reflection, the projection in front of you, which is the 3D that shows you have what you want. You're never going to miss it. If it's your SP that you're waiting to call you, you're not going to miss the phone call. You're not going to miss the text. You don't need to keep checking their social media. You don't need to keep checking your phone and seeing if you have it or seeing if they've called. The version of you, the self-concept of you that has what you want, that's not in doubt and is not in lack and is not in worry and not in anxiety and is in full belief that they have what they have what they want. They have the SP, they have the money, they have the job. Would we be checking? Would we be checking to see if the person is calling us? Would we be checking to see if They're texting us. Would we be checking to see if the money goes in our bank account for the direct deposit? We know that it's going to go. And trust me, you'll find out if it doesn't. Stop giving your power away. These are the little things that give your power away. And then a bonus one is often what happens when you check the 3D and it hasn't caught up. Then you start getting triggered and you spiral, and then you get out of your power. You start worrying about what's happening in the 3D instead of focusing on creating in the 4D. Stop worrying about what's happening in the 3D and start focusing on what's happening in your 4D, in your imagination, in your inner world. That's where we build faith. That's where we build belief. That's where we connect to the 5D. And that's ultimately where we create. That is our power position. That is our role. And that is where the 3D comes from, ultimately. So today, do yourself a favor. Stop checking the 3D. Make the 3D check for you, right? Get back in your power position. Know that whatever you are manifesting, that it is on its way. It will come. The 3D has to conform and confirm what's inside of your mind and your imagination. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like this video and turn that bell on because I drop videos daily. Talk to you tomorrow.